Binondo, 1920. Here, 100 years ago, men of courage and vision founded China Bank to help a community of struggling but worthy merchants and traders achieve their dreams. They were driven by an impeccable code of trust and respect through the hard times and the good times. That's how China Bank successfully partnered with 4-5 generations of loyal clients. Today, China Bank keeps pace with evolving technology while remaining grounded on integrity and prudence. China Bank, celebrating the past, embracing the future.
Times change, but values remain.
When we look out for each other and work together as a team, there is nothing we cannot overcome. On behalf of the Board of Directors and Management, I would like to thank all of you for your unwavering dedication and commitment. Not only to serve our clients when they need us most, but also serving our country by providing uninterrupted banking services during these challenging times. You have shown resiliency, resourcefulness, perseverance, and reliability. Again, thank you. I'm very proud of all of you. Proud to be a China banker.
China Bank, 100 years in service, 100% here for you. Mamimigay ng 100,000 cash sa 10 lucky winners. 20 tablets, at 10 laptops. Mag-remit through any of China Bank's international remittance partners using China Bank remittance services or through the China Bank mobile app. Beneficiaries of both international and domestic remittances get one raffle entry for every successful remittance transaction. No minimum amount required. May extra raffle entries kung ang padala ay for credit to an AUX account, China Bank, or CBS account.
Binondo, 1920. Here, 100 years ago, men of courage and vision founded China Bank to help a community of struggling but worthy merchants and traders achieve their dreams. They were driven by an impeccable code of trust and respect through the hard times and the good times. That's how China Bank successfully partnered with 5 generations of loyal clients. Today, China Bank keeps pace with evolving technology while remaining grounded on integrity and prudence. China Bank, celebrating the past, embracing the future.
Times change, but values remain.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2020 Special Stockholders Meeting of China Banking Corporation, being conducted virtually. May I introduce the members of the Board of Directors joining us today, headed by Chairman Hans C., Vice Chairman Gilbert D., President William Wang, Mr. Peter D., Mr. Joaquin D., Mr. Herbert C., Mr. Harley C., Mr. Jose Xio, together with our independent directors, Mr. Alberto Yao, Ms. Margarita San Juan, and Mr. Philip Chai. Also joining us virtually is advisor to the board and former president, Mr. Ricardo Chua. The nominee for election as independent director, Ms. Claire Anyap, is also with us this afternoon. Also with us are members of the China Bank management team, including our Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Romeo Uyan Jr., and Chief Finance Officer, Mr. Patrick Cheng. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chairman of the Board of China Banking Corporation, Mr. Hans T. C.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. Similar to our annual stockholders meeting held in June, today's special meeting of stockholders is also an online-only event because of the current circumstances. Joining us in this meeting are the board members, led by Vice Chairman Gilbert D., President William Wang, an independent director, and Chairman of Nomination and Corporate Governance Committee, Margarita San Juan. Our board advisor, Mr. Rick Chua, Corporate Secretary, Attorney Corazon Morando, Investors Relation,
Group Head Alex Escucha, and representative of our external auditor SGB and Company are also present. I am now calling the meeting to order. Madam Secretary, have we sent the required notice of meeting?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. We have notified our stockholders about this meeting in accordance with the Securities and Exchange Commission Memo Circular Number 6, Series of 2020, and Section 49 of the Revised Corporation Code. We have also asked the SEC to allow the bank to resort to the alternative mode for distributing and providing copies of the relevant documents in connection with the holding of the special stockholders meeting today in view of the declaration of quarantine conditions, similar to the circumstances present during annual stockholders meeting. We have published the notice of today's meeting in the Philippine Star and Philippine Daily Inquirer in print and online formats on September 2, 3, and 4, 2020. Further, electronic copy of our information statement and management report is available in our website and in the Philippine Stock Exchange Edge submission system.
Do we have a quorum, Madam Secretary?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. As certify to the existence of quorum for this special meeting, based on record, out of a total number of 2,685,899,812 subscribed and outstanding shares, the holders of 2,103,579,207 shares, or 78.319% shares, are represented by proxy through remote communication or in absentia. Such number represents more than 2/3 of the outstanding capital stock of the bank. The final count of the attendees will be reflected in the minutes.
The next order of business is the election of an independent director. The chairman of the Nominations and Corporate Governance Committee, Ms. Margareta San Juan, will announce the nominee.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Based on the determination by the Nominations and Corporate Governance Committees, and as confirmed by the Board of Directors, the nominee for the vacant independent director position is Claire Ann Yap, was found to possess all the qualifications and none of the disqualifications of an independent director, and her capabilities are aligned with the bank's strategic directions.
Thank you, Margie. Madam Secretary, may we have the result of the election?
Mr. Chairman, based on the tally of votes as confirmed by our transfer agent, the Stock Transfer Service, Inc., and by CICIP, Goras, Belayo and Company, the independent party tasked to count and validate the votes at today's meeting, the nominee mentioned by the chairman of the Nomination and Corporate Governance Committees and also stated in the definitive information statement, Ms. Claire Yap, is declared duly elected independent director. The percentage of votes garnered by Ms. Yap based on the number of shares represented in this meeting is shown on the screen.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Allow me, on behalf of the Board of Directors, to welcome Ms. Claire Ann Yap to the Board of Directors. Let us continue with the next item in the agenda. The next item in the agenda is the approval and ratification of the Centennial Stock Grant Plan. May I ask the President Mr. William Wang, to provide us with a brief background and details on the recommended plan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It is my pleasure to point out that this generous gesture originated from the chairman himself and unanimously supported by the members of the board as part of the celebration of the bank's 100th anniversary. The board of directors on August 5, 2020, approved a Centennial stock grant plan to issue common shares to eligible grantees. The board of directors further clarified in its intent relative to the stock grant in its meeting on September 2, 2020. In sum, the bank plans to issue new shares from its authorized but unissued shares in favor of all regular employees and certain other officers and contractual employees, as specified by the chairman of the board of the China Banking Corporation Group as of August 16, 2020, 100 shares for every year of service. This stock grant will involve the issuance of up to 5.6 million shares worth 115.36 million based on the closing price as of August 26, 2020. About 8,400 employees are qualified to receive the stock grant. The board also approved to delegate to myself as president, the chief operating officer, and the chief finance officer the authority to prepare and approve the comprehensive plan consistent with the board's approval, apply for and comply with the requirements of the regulatory agencies, and perform other actions necessary in connection with the approval. The other key details are included in the bank's definitive information statement available in our website and in the Philippine Stock Exchange EDGE submission system. Thank you.
Thank you, William. Madam Secretary, may we have the proposed resolution and the voting results?
Mr. Chairman, the adoption of the resolution flashed on the screen is being proposed relative to this matter. On the voting results, Mr. Chairman, 2,103,258,284 shares, or 19.98% of the shares represented in this meeting, and 78.30% of the total outstanding shares voted in favor of the resolution. The resolution is therefore approved.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. We will now address the questions and comments from our stockholders sent via email. As mentioned in the guidelines for participation in this meeting, which was posted in the bank's website, any question or comment submitted and received, but not addressed during this live stream, shall be answered directly by email to the stockholders concerned. I now give the floor to our Head of Investors and Corporate Relations Group, Mr. Alex Escucha, who will read aloud the questions and comments together with the names of the stockholders who sent them.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have not received any question from our stockholders at this time. However, as we promised in the guidelines, we will reply by email to any questions sent through the email address indicated on the screen. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Alex. If there are no more matters to be taken up, this meeting is adjourned. Again, on behalf of the Board of Directors and Management of China Bank, we express our gratitude to all those who participated in today's meeting. Thank you, everyone, for your continued support.